In this video, one driver lost the battle against his own car. Then a show-off wins an instant rear-end collision. These are the road rage moments that went terribly wrong. Let's begin. Deciding to pass where conditions were visibly compromised shifted the event from an accident to near certainty. Trying to fix a mistake in a panic usually just layers a new, more expensive mistake right on top of the original problem. The loss of traction was instant, sending the car sliding straight into the fence. Heated exchange on the road instantly became a costly insurance claim and a damaged vehicle. The driver tries to slip past the bus but ends up causing chaos in a split second. The car rockets forward like it's in GTA, only to lose grip and spin straight into a parked one.
Oh, no way! No way!
His focus was so fixed on the biker behind him that the curb in front of him came as a complete surprise. He opened his door to confront a machine and ends up battling his own runaway car instead. Failing to yield on slippery roads often turns a simple braking maneuver into an uncontrolled slide into the car ahead. It's impressive how a single decision to keep the gas pressed can turn a routine intersection into a solo demolition event. Using the oncoming lane as a personal express pass tends to work only until the road curves and reality comes speeding the other way. The driver cuts down the shoulder like he owns the road, then slams the brakes to show off, and pays for it instantly. The driver's quick stop protects the dog, but the biker's speed turns the moment into a painful lesson in awareness. If moments like this made your day, hit like and subscribe before the next one does. After being pulled from the car, the first driver retreated, but the second driver escalated by smashing his windshield with a bat.
Moron. You're both going to jail. You're both idiots. Beating somebody with a bat? Yeah, you're both you fucked. Hold out a gun. I've seen it, Nick. Fuck up my girl.
That sudden stop created instant chaos. forcing several drivers to swerve into other lanes to avoid a pileup.
Idiot.
The sports car's unsafe speed created an immediate hazard, forcing an adjacent driver to execute an emergency maneuver that resulted in a loss of control and a collision with the divider. Speeding up to dodge an obstacle just passes the problem back to the following driver, who now has less time and space to react. Smashing the boot might feel like a solution, but it usually just swaps one problem for a much more expensive and legal one. Spotting a speeding threat early gave the car just enough time to execute a life-saving swerve. Watching an SUV lose control from a bend turns a quiet roadside into a front row seat for a chaotic, multi-impact crash. That protective pole was a significant piece of luck, turning a possible tragedy into an infrastructure repair job. Guardrails are designed to contain vehicles, but the impact and subsequent damage can introduce new critical hazards. She was so enraged that she climbed onto the car's hood and started pounding the windshield. The bus came a little too close, clipping the parked car, and the subsequent strike really does seal the deal on the damage. Instead of stopping right after the first bump, they just kept going in circles, an expensive way to learn that sometimes you need to just stop. After the initial collision, the van driver began deliberately rocking back and forth, bumping into the car repeatedly. The biker was minding his own business, waiting patiently when a door suddenly invaded their space. That's a perfect example of why drivers should always check for traffic before opening a door. The sudden swerve to miss the bus put the bike into an uncontrollable slide, leaving the rider with no way to avoid hitting the fence. The driver made a sharp turn for a parking spot without noticing the car, coming the other way. It all happened because the parked cars completely obstructed the lane, forcing this direct solution. The approaching driver failed to notice a stationary car in plain sight.
And they're like,
That reckless overtake put everyone nearby at risk for no reason other than impatience. Accelerating on a red shows a complete disregard for everyone else on the road. It's a reckless way to discover that stealing a car is one thing, but actually driving it skillfully is another. If you've enjoyed the chaos so far, hit that subscribe button for the next compilation. Accelerating with an open door and crossing a divider shows a complete loss of situational awareness. That high-speed approach gave the driver no time to react to the vehicle, legally in the intersection.
Emergency video.
He allowed a minor incident to transform into a major violation by running a red light during the pursuit. The car crossing over leaves the other driver with nowhere to go but straight into it. The car waits at the light, and the sudden jolt from behind catches both driver and dashcam off guard. This timing is perfect, catching a free ride while staying hidden from the driver's view. It swerves hard into the opposite lane, meeting the oncoming car with a brutal head-on hit.
Ready? I think the painter.
You gotta try to run away.
The thief weaves between cars, but her speed turns heads faster than the crime itself. The van reverses straight into the cyclist, knocking him down before the blame even starts.
Between you stopping and you reversing is like 2 seconds. Well then you have to look. You can't reverse without looking.
Oh my fucking god, what am I meant to do, mate?
Check. You're right there. I'm fine. But you just hit me with your back.
I looked here,
Shut
I
up,
looked there,
please.
and you're there. Back, shut up.
You deserve it. right, okay.
The chase builds tension until the driver stops and steps out holding a rod.
T'es sérieux mon traitant? T'es sérieux mon traitant, sale bâtard? Vas-y, on va voir les flics tout de suite. Ok, on va voir les flics tout de suite, y'a pas de soucis. Vas-y, on va la voir. Ok, y'a pas de soucis. Vas-y, va te garer tout de suite. Va te garer, putain. Va te garer. T'es complètement torché en plus. Va te garer. Vas-y, gare-toi tout de suite. Viens.
Both the bus and the car merge for the turn without leaving enough space for each other. After running a red light and nearly causing a crash, the driver quickly found themselves chased by the police. This driver's creative approach to lane discipline includes illegal turns, blocking traffic, and a dramatic U-turn. Fortunately, officers were watching. Deciding to run that red on the left lane was a bold move, especially when the soundtrack switches to police sirens seconds later. This driver thought he could speed past everyone, but cutting off an undercover cop turned his Friday into a fast-track lesson in regret. Trying to turn left from the right lane without a glance almost ended in a smash. Want more jaw-dropping fails and perfect paybacks? Hit subscribe and buckle up for the ride. The van darted through traffic with reckless confidence until a cop showed up and brought that speeding spree to a halt.
Huh?
Did you see him?
Yeah, but I just wanted to scare him. I hate people who like do that shit.
Did you see that on 6 Bus there was that car that was like
Oh!
leaving?
Big.
Okay.
Running the red didn't pay off. The cops were ready and waiting to pull this driver right back in line. The Tesla driver tried a risky left turn right in front of a cop, who slammed on the brakes and pulled him over faster than disaster could happen. The sedan tried to blow past the cops, nearly took one out, and got a reminder right on the hood.
Holy shit. That was crazy. Oh, that was nuts. Oh, and this lady wouldn't stop me. She banged on her hood. See? And he banged on the hood. It's like, holy.
This car took the scenic route on the wrong side of the road, right into a police escort. The car quietly crossed the double white lines, followed closely by police, who waited until right behind them before turning on the siren. Hard to see clearly, but a truck got pulled over with someone napping in the back. Doesn't seem like a safe spot. The SUV hesitated while changing lanes and then sped up. Luckily for the cop behind, it was all caught on camera. Trying to pass a cop who's already speeding sounds slick, until those flashing lights remind you who's really in control.
I buy one of these stupid things, and then I wear it like twice, and then the next time I go to wear it, it's already out of style. Somehow the cut, the color, or whatever, and I have all of this shit. I don't know what to do with them. You know, I still have the suits that I wore when I first did like Letterman, like way back in the day, and now they're like out of style, and I want to get rid of them, and I was all ready to get rid of them. My wife's like, no, you're gonna want those someday, and I was like, I don't want them. I don't want them, and I have a thing in my life where I say things and people just don't hear me. You know, do you find that in your relationship where you're just like, do you want to do this thing, and you're like, no, I don't. And the thing just happens anyway, and you're sitting there like, I said I didn't want to do this, and yet here I am doing this fucking thing.
The Nissan tried to get moving early, but the police siren made it clear he needed to stop right away. Flying through the dark, this car quickly learned that blue lights call the shots, and the cops were waiting. One SUV slipped through the red arrow, but the next two weren't so lucky. Police were already in position to catch them. Not waiting for the red light didn't get far before the cop flipped a U-turn and caught up. Taking the shoulder to skip traffic is common here, until cops make sure it stops. This late-night speeder breezed past multiple unmarked patrol cars, only to find the perfect welcome waiting just ahead. BMW's ego couldn't take the honk, so he brake checks a school bus. Brilliant, what could go wrong?
(15 p.m.)
It started with zigzags and ended with panic, as his sardine can met a truck and his shorts met a new color. Rare moment when a brake check causes a crash and still earns respect. Emergency vehicle showed up, driver did the right thing. Tiny Tim's out here brake checking and wiggling like a sugar rush toddler, all to annoy the adults behind him. Seriously, Tim, if you're watching this, grow up and subscribe to see your friends get roasted. Overtaking war raging strong, until Golf thinks brake checking is cool and wrecks both their plans. That wasn't just any Mustang. It was a badge in disguise. A sheep? Nah, that was the hunter.
Eso no se hace, serio. Eso no se hace, ven. Pero como se le para al lado, ni le pasa ni nada, mira. Mira, le prendió las luces, mira. Mira qué clase como de pinga, mira. Mira qué clase como de pinga, mira. Te lo estoy diciendo, bro, te lo estoy diciendo. Es un maricón, mira. Es un maricón. Es un maricón, mira.
Blink and it's a trap. Most people move over for sirens. This guy chose to be the obstacle. What an elite level moron. Aggressive turn, frantic energy. Classic case of IBFS. Imaginary Black Friday sales syndrome. Hope no one was in the back of that ambulance.
Oh my God. What is this Range Rover doing? Yeah.
Have you checked your brakes recently? I guess this clip will remind you to get yours checked today, because this guy hit the pause button when the pickup pulled out illegally. Cuts off a fully loaded truck and brake checks, like inertia isn't a thing, ends up in a ditch, probably upside down and Googling how trucks stop. Brake checking a truck in a McLaren? That's not a financial issue for him because his dad will get him a new one. But for the next guy? This Mercedes was asking for it. He got his wish fulfilled. Congrats! Lane change gone wrong. Truck takes the fall, and the car is still a mystery from the dashcam's view. Highway's no place for brake check power plays. Ask the guy in his newly ventilated door. Driving without headlights in rainy weather, then brake checking a state trooper, this driver got pulled over fast. It's always the little ones causing trouble. You'd think driving at night without any lights is a no-brainer, but this driver somehow missed that memo. Luckily for cops, it made catching him pretty easy. Traffic was so bad, the Jeep decided the grass was the faster lane.
Years is your approach on a purely pre-game physical end?
The SUV tried to break down lane escape, but stalled smack in the middle of traffic, right under a trooper's nose.
I tried to unknew like what was playing again.
How is that? How is actually? I was meaning to ask you about this in general. How is your day-to-day approach change on a mental level?
Different. Like now, I study way more than I used to. Like unlike the first 5 years, your leg is fresher, so we cover different. So you can cover more ground. Now it's different, so I have to be way more.
This driver pulled every move in the book, cutting off a cop, speeding in a school zone, begging for a ticket, and sure enough, the officer gave him one. Ignoring the closed road sign didn't save the driver from a quick police pursuit. Caught on a motorcyclist's dash cam. Turns out shortcuts don't always pay off. Pickup truck drove the wrong way down the middle of the lane, cutting a dangerous path, only to find police hot on its tail before it got far.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. It was so fast you didn't even tap.
Guy saw the turn arrow, assumed full green, and just went for it, straight into a cop's direct line of sight.
Oh, yes, perfect.
The suspect hit a car, blew a red light, then found out the chase ends when safety rules kick in. This driver's attempt to sneak through a restricted lane ended abruptly when an unmarked police car was right ahead. This car blew through the red and didn't get far before the cops started chasing. Game over before it began. Running the red light didn't get far before flashing blue lights showed up to turn the mistake into a full-on chase.
Yes! Woohoo! Love it! Love it! Good love it! Yeah! I love Instant Karma!
Speeding toward the right turn lane seemed like a quick fix until police wove through traffic and ended the shortcut. Speeding in the left lane lasted only a few kilometers before the police caught up and pulled the car over. The car took the shoulder lane to pass a truck, but didn't get far before a police SUV activated its sirens and gave chase. Dash cams caught the whole thing, proving that shortcuts aren't worth it when the cameras are rolling. The best dash cams are linked below to keep you covered. The Civic cut through traffic until the police car behind matched every move and got ready to pull it over. The pickup tried a risky shortcut over rough pavement, but ended up face to face with the police. The sedan's sneaky swerves didn't fool the undercover cop, who stayed right behind until the lights came on and the stop was inevitable. The Supra was tearing up the highway until a police bike showed up behind with the horn blaring. This driver blasted past the dashcam, took reckless passes, but got caught when the police SUV finally caught up and put an end to the stunt. Honking for no reason and tailgating got the Nissan driver pulled over and ticketed by police who saw everything. The pickup took the shoulder lane, hoping for an easy escape, but quickly found the cops had other plans. Speeding felt like freedom until the cops started chasing and made the stop nearly a mile later. The Tesla sped past, grabbed all the attention, and got pulled over while the other driver stayed under the radar.
I'm blocking you from parking on the sidewalk. No, it's not. It's a sidewalk. No. You're not allowed to park on the sidewalk.
Imagine being told to get out of the bike lane so a cop can park his car on the sidewalk. Talk about rules for three, but not for me.
No. You can go park legally. It's not legal. Do you want me to cite the city code or the patrol guide? No. You can go park legally. I'm not riding a bike. I'm not riding my bike.
You are riding your bike. Could you move your car, your bicycle?
No.
You're operating a bicycle on the sidewalk.
I'm not operating a bicycle on the sidewalk. I'm standing next to a bicycle.
You're
You can move.
Could you please move?
No.
Are you law enforcement?
No.
Okay, so could you please move?
No. Can you park legally?
Okay, I am parking legally.
No, you're not.
Alright, can you move, please?
No.
You're blocking traffic.
No, you're blocking traffic.
You're blocking traffic because you're not letting me park my car. Can you please move?
Well, you can move your car and not block traffic.
Discuss this after you move. Can you please move?
No. Do you want me to cite the patrol guide where it says you can't?
Cite the patrol guide. We're parking. This is our parking.
No, it's not. Park legally. There's a.
Every car is parked here.
That doesn't make it legal.
Inside the precinct.
You.
Inside the precinct.
You can move your car and move traffic.
Please move your car.
No, I don't have a car. You're blocking traffic. I'm standing on the sidewalk. I'm a pedestrian.
We're trying to park. I'm late for work too, but this guy won't move his car.
You can move your car and let traffic by. You're doing this.
Dude, what's wrong with this guy? He won't let us park.
You can park legally. There's a legal parking spot right here.
Please move over so I can park.
You can park. I'm not on the road.
Pick it up with the precinct.
Yeah, these spots, it's not over there. These we
Yes,
have to back in.
the legal parking spot.
No, this is
Parts that are parking spots that are back in say back in parking.
No, it's authorized.
No, you're
Go
making
read
this
the
up.
sign, go read the
Yes,
sign.
it says authorized parking on the road.
Combat
No, it's
parking so
not.
we can get
When it's
out.
combat parking. Do you want me to show you the patrol guide where it says you can't park on the sidewalk?
Careful.
No, I'm not going to move so that he can park on the sidewalk.
Sir, it's combat parking so we can get our cars out.
That's not a right.
It's authorized parking.
No, it's
authorized
not.
vehicles.
Authorized parking means you can park legally.
What is the problem? Can
You're parking illegal on the sidewalk. I'm trying to get to work also. All of us try to get to work.
You're free to leave.
You don't have the right to park on the sidewalk. No, you don't.
1 second he's brake checking, next he's side slipping into bankruptcy off camera. Dashcam honk at a blocked intersection, and the Camry thought it was for him, so he brake checks and gets rear-ended. Now insurance gets to clean up the misunderstanding. Tiny car merges, slams the brakes like physics don't exist, then looks stunned when the truck turns his bumper into modern art. Stuck in the fast lane claiming I'm doing the limit, while a cop behind him is losing precious seconds to an emergency situation. Bet he'll love that surprise visit from the law soon. A single honk and his genius move is brake checking a truck. Must have left his logic in the glove box. Flexing tattoos, brake checking bus, then getting owned by a tiny dash cam. This is one of many reasons why we won't have flying cars.
Хорошо им так парочкой ехать, за ручку держаться.
как он за такие.
Испугался, вот близко проехали. Ой, припустил. А что он еще? Вот сейчас и это нам еще. Жень, ты что? Сейчас затормозит он еще перед нами. Жень, ты что?
Might not be a brake check, but it's a reminder of why your eyes always need to be on the road. Brake check scam caught in action. Driver merges, slams the brakes, and plays victim. Good thing the truck had a dash cam rolling. A reckless brake check on an unmarked police vehicle ended with a timely traffic stop. Tries to show dominance over a work van. Turns out the van works for the law. Enjoy those flashing lights. This is the reality of relationship goals. Using your girlfriend as a human crash cushion. She noped out real quick. Why do the cheapest second-hand BMWs have the biggest egos? Tries to force a merge, and now the repair bill is higher than the car's resale value. Bicycle brake checking a bus. Bad decision, buddy. What a world we live in. An attempted brake check backfired when the trailing vehicle revealed itself as an undercover police truck. Smoke rising, adrenaline pounding, his inked arms gripping the door as he storms out, only for justice to arrive on a micro SD card. All because one clown couldn't chill. Brake checks, wrecks, and almost a freeway domino show. Some advice: don't drive like this idiot. Nissan tried to shake up the truck but ended up shaking hands with the guardrail while the truck just kept going. If you enjoyed watching these road rage moments that went terribly wrong, hit that like button and subscribe button for more.